Welcome back to The Blend. Yesterday's horrifying shooting event left all of us in shock and a sea of emotions. So how do we help ourselves rather and our families process this tragedy?
Well, our friend, therapist, and life coach Amy Hashke is here to help us during this extremely difficult time. Thank you for being here, Amy.
Thank you for having me.
I think for many of us, even if we weren't there, we're experiencing just a tremendous amount of emotions. Do you have any advice on how we can cope?
Sadness and shock are probably the two biggest reactions and outcomes from an event like this. And it's further complicated by the fact that the answers are not coming easy. And we may never be able to make sense of what happened. So bottom line, if anyone is having a difficult time functioning, coping, feeling like they just need to escape, it's time to seek professional help. And I'm so grateful for the outpouring in the community from various local agencies and organizations who are providing the necessary crisis counseling that the community needs at this time, whether you are directly or indirectly affected. We're all feeling this.
Absolutely, and then this is I know a lot of adults are saying, how do I tell my children about this? How do I talk to them about this? I mean, adults are having a tough enough time coping, and then to be able to try to translate this to a child and not only kind of put them at ease, but also help them cope. How do you do that?
It's important to have age-appropriate conversations. So what you say to a 5-year-old will be probably quite a bit different from what you would say to someone who's 10 or 11. But above all, we have to continue to let kids be kids. So it's okay to be honest about what happened, answer their questions honestly, leave out the graphic details for sure. And also connect with the school system. Find out what messages are being disseminated and connect with that. Get in the loop so that you can process that with them when they get home from school.
Absolutely.
But also, children are hardwired to also focus on finding the good and the redeeming aspects, even in the face of tragedy. Okay, so we want to focus on the courage and the bravery that has been displayed. Just
focus on the good in the world as opposed to just the evil.
And that's because that allows them to feel safe in their environment, which is so important for their development.
Well, it's really the same for us adults, isn't it?
It is.
Focusing on the positive. So many people are grasping to focus on something right now. How do you think, Amy, this is going to affect the community as a whole?
We have 20 seconds. I know this is
very
fast.
Sorry to give it, no pressure.
From a psychological perspective, this will affect the emotional climate of our city. It will. But I am an 11-year resident myself personally, and I have never encountered a more spirited and resilient community as I have over the years and in the past couple of days. We are truly an example to emulate in our response.
Amy, it's a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
You're searching for support in the wake of this tragedy. Alta Wellness Center is offering free support group to members of the community who were both directly and indirectly affected by the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history for the next 10 days. For more information, the number of the website right there on your screen. Stay with us. We'll be back.